This is the drive home with
Zac
and TT for the Mill drive home, driving home from the Swansea.com stadium, where it finished. Swansea City 1,
Millwall 1.
Overall, I think a point was the fair share of the spoils for both sides. An interesting game of football, a game of two halves. Certainly we were the second best team in the first half, and I felt we were the better team in the second half. Lack of attacking intent from Swansea in the second half, and if we'd have taken our chances, we had some really, one glorious chance in the second half that you've got to take. We may well be driving down the M4, which we've got another 165 miles left of it before we even get on the M25. Would have been taking back the 3 points, but we're not. If you don't mind, like we said, 33% of you that stated in, thank you very much. Half the people that watch our videos are not subscribed, so if you're not subscribed to the Mill Drive Home, we'd appreciate you pressing the subscribe button and put a like on the video if you like it. Stick your comments in below, we really appreciate reading the comments. So we started off with Bender in goal, back four of Ryan Leonard, who's lost his pace, but he puts himself about well. Picked up a good booking actually, because he got turned and then had to pull the Swansea City's player back. Left back was Joe Bryan, who had a bit of a shocker in the first half, if I'm being honest, and he was definitely better in the second half. Cooper and Crammer as the centre backs. In front of them we had Del Boy, Mazusaku, and Luongo, who both of them broke up quite a lot of play, although they were outplayed in the first half. Swansea kept getting the extra man in the central parts of the midfield and overrunning us, so they were run ragged, but I felt that they stuck to their task well. On the right you had Idemo Maku, on the left you had Thierry Ballo. Central attacking midfielder was Smallbone, who had a couple of really good touches and created a good chance for himself with those touches. And then up front we had the workhorse Josh Coburn, who I don't think we should ever give another chance in the 6-yard box on his feet ever again. Just put it in the air for Josh Coburn, because the guy knows how to put the ball in the back of the net if it's in the air. If it's on the floor, it's a whole nother matter. And like I said, we were certainly second best in the first half. Swansea were creating all kinds of problems with their build-up play, with the way that they were getting on the ball. We just looked sluggish. We looked second best. We were standoffish, and that meant that Swansea created a few good chances that they would have expected to put away. Saying that, Bender didn't really have to make too many saves. I don't remember him.
1 or 2 saves in the game, I'd say, for Bender.
Yeah, he didn't. Well, I think it was in the second half. I don't really remember him making a save in the first half. The Swansea City goal comes from poor defending from us.
Sloppy.
It was sloppy, and to be fair, it probably should have been a foul, if I'm being completely honest, on Smallbone, who's pushed in the back. It happened so many times in the game. The referee was very, very poor again.
So were the linos.
Yeah, the linesmen give some baffling decisions. Although saying that, I thought the ref was poor, so much so that he didn't give. I felt that Swansea probably could have a penalty themselves in the second half.
Last minute, nearly.
Yeah, Cooper pulling and pushing in the box. I think, maybe even two penalties then. But the ball's come across the box for Swansea's first goal. Joe Bryan tries to intercept it. He doesn't intercept it, which means that the ball fell to I think it was their central attacking midfielder, who does really well to drop his shoulder, create a chance for him to shoot, and he is shooting. It was a poor shot. So much so that it falls to their striker, their informed striker, who does a nice little flick to score the goal. It was a well finished by him. Shocking defending from us, and that puts Swansea City deservedly ahead at that stage. I think actually just before that was the Coburn chance, where it was fired across goal. Was it before or afterwards?
I'm not sure. I was just shaking my head at how poor the finish was. To be fair.
Yeah. Just dribbled into the back of the net. And like I said, the ball fired across, and Coburn gets beat to the ball, even though the defender was behind him. I'm not sure how he's managed to get it, but it should have just been a tap-in for Coburn. He doesn't take it. We Was that that was in the second half, wasn't it?
What, Coburn's chance?
Oh no, it was in the first half because it was down the other end. It was 1-0 at half time.
Yeah,
1-0 at half time.
Yeah.
So the ball, we scored right on the
right
on the edge of half time. Like I said, we'd had a poor half. Swansea would have deserved to go in being 1-0 up, and it weren't to be because a ball into the box flicked on by Cooper. It was a really good ball by Thierry Ballo actually. Cooper flicked it on, and it falls lovely to Josh Coburn to head the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Like I said, right on half time, it couldn't have come at a better time for us. We go in buoyant. It was an alright away to be in today. Obviously, Swansea's atmosphere is predominantly generated by the drum, which is a little bit frustrating because instruments of football are not the one. But they sang reasonably well at times. Overall, it wasn't a great atmosphere from both sets of fans. Very much championship game that you called it?
Yeah, it was. Swansea Millwall of recent years is very, very championship. It's like Preston Millwall or one of them where.
Or Swansea Preston, very much.
Yeah, one of them games where the teams are always pretty much mid-table. Might fight for the playoffs or relegation every now and then, but.
Second half we came out. I felt that we started to press a little bit higher. We started to have more intensity to our play. We started to keep the ball better. And you know what? I don't think we kind of bigged them up enough after the Watford game because I do think we kept the ball quite well against Watford, and we done it again in the second half today, and created some chances. Like I said, the best chance of the game is really good work by Coburn, who presses the defender. Presses the keeper. Sorry, the keeper makes a mistake, kicks it straight to Langstaff. The keeper's on the side of the goal as well, so it's an empty goal.
And the thing is, this is the one time the ref could have given them a foul for what was. I don't think it was a foul on the keeper, but the way that the keeper went down like he'd been shot.
Yeah.
You think refs like to back kick, and especially a ref like it was today.
Yeah. Well, he did give the other one, didn't he? Where he put his hands on it, where his hands weren't on the ball. Like I said, it was a baffling ref today. Some strange decisions from him. But the ball drops to Langstaff. He's got a central defender. I think it was Cabango.
Yeah. Right
in the centre of the goal. Nobody else, and he just puts it straight at him. It's a shocking, hurried miss.
It's one of them where he'll be looking back at that tonight and thinking, I could have taken about 3 touches and then hit it on my right foot, and it still would have gone in.
Yeah, just. That's the game's decided in that moment, to be honest. Like I said, we pressed better. Amaku was very lively all game, always trying to take his player on. And like I said, Joe Bryan came into it more in the second half. Was steady on the ball, getting. I felt like he dominated defensively in the second half. Like I said, we conceded very few chances in the second half, other than a couple of balls into the box. We did create what was the other chance that we should have scored?
I feel like there was one more, but to be fair, talking about Brian, he nearly ended a person's life today with how much he dived into the challenge. Nowhere near the ball, but had to take him down and literally just absolutely snapped him.
Yeah. You say snapped him makes it sound like it's a red card decision, which is never. It was always a booking all day long, but and he did get the booking, of course.
Yeah.
7 minutes of injury time come up, and you would expect both teams to try and go for the winner, and I think we did actually. There was spells. It's weird because there was spells, like 2 minute spells, where we were more on the ascendancy, and then Swansea City were on the ascendancy. And like I said, a couple of balls into the box where Cooper's wrestled with their striker. He's been very physical. Like I said, it happens to Coburn all game, so and we don't get anything. But they're ones that sometimes are given, especially against us. And I'm pleased that they were, because it would have been disappointing if it would have been set. If it had been decided on a penalty for a decision like that. But I don't think you can argue if they were given. I think overall I'm happy with the point. I would have taken the point before the game.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, we're driving down the M4 with a point. We've got, who's our next game against? West Brom next Saturday, is it? No, we haven't got Coventry on Wednesday night.
Coventry, then West Brom, then QPR, and then 2 more home games. So 5 London games coming up. Five games within the M25, which is quite a good thing. Who's your man of the match today? That's a very difficult question. Again, I'd probably give it to Amaku, purely because the amount of effort that kid puts in. He runs after the ball. He's absolutely rapid, and he always tries to take his man on. So I feel like it would be harsh.
You just reminded me. Billy Mitchell came on. It was good to see Billy Mitchell come back on. He came on for Mazu Saku, who was tiring, and Billy won the ball. Was running towards goal. I think his eyes lit up. He cut in on his right foot, and it just looked like he was going to bend it into the top right-hand corner. We won't talk about where the shot did end up, but he certainly didn't end up in the top right-hand corner, that's for sure. But he will be. It was good to see him back. He was all energy. He was putting himself about. He was running around like his enthusiasm to be on the pitch, spread through the team, and it was they just give everybody a lift. So another, like I said, another positive to come out of the game with players returning from injury. You said Negley. You thought Negley came on and made a positive difference as well. So overall, pretty happy with the point. We'll go again on Wednesday. I wouldn't necessarily say Amaku was the man of the match. I thought Cranmer played well today. I thought he was comfortable at the back.
Yeah. He's very quick.
He is quick. He's deceptively quick for a big guy. But we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching the Mill Drive Home. There's only one way we can end it. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yes.